David Johansen, the frontman and last surviving member of proto-punk band New York Dolls, who went on to become a lounge singer under the name Buster Poindexter and act in films such as Scrooged, has died. His daughter Leah Hennessy confirmed that he died Friday at home in New York. He was 75. A statement released by the family Saturday said that Johansen's death came after a decade of profoundly compromised health and that he passed away peacefully at home, holding the hands of his wife Mara Hennessy and daughter Leah in the sunlight surrounded by music and flowers. On February 14th, Johansen's family announced he had been suffering from stage 4 cancer for the better part of a decade. He was additionally afflicted by a brain tumor diagnosed in 2020 that prevented him from being able to perform for the final years of his life. The singer fell and broke his back this past November, rendering him bedridden and leading to a fundraising effort through the Sweet Relief Foundation. The family's statement added, David and his family were deeply moved by the outpouring of love and support they've experienced recently as the result of having gone public with their challenges. He was thankful that he had a chance to be in touch with so many friends and family before he passed. He knew he was ecstatically loved. The family also said that there will be several events celebrating David's life and artistry, details to follow. Even as his health declined, Johansen had had a high profile in the last years of his life, thanks to a Showtime documentary co-directed by Martin Scorsese and David Tedeschi. Johansen made public appearances to promote the doc alongside Scorsese when it came out in 2023. The film was based around the filming of what turned out to be Johansen's final full gigs at New York's Café Carlyle right before the pandemic lockdown. The Staten Island native started out singing with a local band, the Vagabond Missionaries, in the 1960s. He joined the nascent New York Dolls in 1971, and their first performance came at a Christmas Eve concert at a homeless shelter. Their first album, titled New York Dolls and produced by Todd Rundgren, was released in 1973 and featured the members in drag on the cover, reflecting the gender-bending style of the time of rockers like David Bowie. The album's grungy hard rock meets glam pop sound on songs like Personality Crisis reflected the theme of alienated youth and served as a template for bands like the Ramones. But though their albums were critically acclaimed, they didn't sell well, and the Dolls became known as much for some members' drug addiction and wild antics as for their musicianship. But although Johansen admitted he bought into that perception of the group himself as the years passed and his musical interests changed, he came back around to giving his band its due. When Morrissey got the Dolls together to do a 2004 reunion concert in London at the Meltdown Festival, he said in an MSNBC interview 2 years ago, I was kind of hesitant because over the years I had taken on the journalist attitude of they were trashy, they were flashy, they were junkies, and that was about as far as I went with it. Then, I started listening to the records to prepare for the show, and I was quite surprised how good they were. They were very musical and pretty genius lyrics if I do say so myself.